Jordan, who saw a shooting star and made a wish that their podcast would succeed. And it was granted. But turns out it wasn't a shooting star, it was a UFO, and the aliens made the wish come true. And now they owe the aliens a favour.
Jet Li?
No. To guys. What?
I really one day want to compile all of them. One massive blob.
If we ever, say, you know what, enough's enough, we're going to quit. We'll...
Oh, enough's enough, Ian.
Oh, right, okay.
Here it is.
Hello, welcome to the last episode. Hello, and welcome to episode 149 of Two Guys What's Up, the weekly comedy podcast where the only thing the aliens will be getting from me is a black eye. But one guy who isn't scared and is willing to give them that job is this guy.
What?
It's Jordan. Jordan, how are you?
Wait, what?
Yeah, sorry. You know that thing that I had you sign yesterday? That was a binding contract to suck an alien's dick.
You just said it was autograph practice.
Exactly, yeah. That's how I get them all.
There's someone at the door.
Yeah, maybe not answer right now.
And the window.
Oh, God, they're everywhere.
Oh, the roof?
Yeah, I need you to talk right now, so I need your mouth not to be full. So just shout out really loud so everyone can hear, come back in an hour or so.
Don't use that word.
They'll be like, what, now?
Now I can't see out the windows, Ian.
Oh, God. You have to get that sexy window cleaner back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he does a thorough job.
Like, that's my kind of window. Ain't going to need a squeegee for this one.
Moving on. So, a lot's happened since the last recording.
Oh, do tell.
So I'm okay, by the way. I've made it sound like it's a terrible thing, but I just feel like I'll update you on my life.
Hit me, bro.
So the kind of bad thing out of the way, I guess, my wife got a little bit poorly with a cold, and we were due to both paint the hall at the weekend.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so she
you
just
see.
so happened to get ill just when you needed her help, right?
Exactly. And so, yeah, long story short, I painted the hallway while she spent the day in bed.
You know what I'd have done? I'd have said, well, you know what? We'll move it to next weekend. It frees me up right now. I'll go do my thing. You get better. See you next weekend.
Bye.
Brush in hand.
Anyway, that was successful. She's happy with it as well, so that's nice. But because the hallway was due to be done, a couple of weeks ago we got an IKEA delivery of a shoe cabinet, which would go in said hallway. But we didn't really want to assemble that because it has to attach to the wall.
Right.
So we didn't really want to be doing the painting afterwards.
Of course, yeah, makes sense.
So, yeah, the next day I woke up with a kind of a stiff back. I felt kind of old.
Oh, so it's your turn. Oh, my back's stiff. You go build the IKEA furniture.
No, Ian, that didn't happen.
Oh, of course.
I, of course, built said IKEA furniture, and it got to the stage, which is about 90% into the build, where you then have to attach it to the wall before you can actually put the doors onto it.
Right.
That's the point that I got to, and I needed my wife's help just to align it and find where it wants to go into the hallway, and then I was going to attach it.
And she was sick again, yeah?
No. Here's the thing, Ian.
Oh.
She didn't like it.
No.
She said it's too big. And I said, but we've measured it. And we've agreed on this. But we've agreed, haven't we?
Yep.
Darling?
Yep.
Wife?
Yep, I know that feeling, pal.
So, alas, someone is picking it up tomorrow because we're selling it.
God. See, right, I have started stripping my
Clothing?
living room.
Oh.
No, God, no. No one wants to see that.
No, I do.
I've started stripping my living room of all the wallpaper so that my wife can do her plans of re-wallpapering and repainting and redecorating, etc.
Okay, yeah.
But I guarantee you, right, and I'm sure I've said this to you before, but I'm going to do it. You know, we're going to do it all, and then she's going to go, I don't like it.
I know, it's a horrible feeling.
Yeah, it's a common thing that my wife does, and apparently yours too.
It's very true. And also, actually, to get to the point of painting, we went through about 10 different colours.
Yeah, one of them was absolutely indistinguishable from its current colour. You're like, what about this one? Just pointing at the normal wall. I was like, well, yeah, just get about 5 torches on it, mate. You'll be able to see the very slight hue difference.
Yeah. I'll be truthful, though. I don't feel like you can really tell much of a difference. It's ever so slightly darker, but it's really not much of a difference.
Yeah.
But it looks fresh. So that's something.
I don't like it.
I'm not doing it again.
You're going to have to change it, pal. Sorry.
My back can't take it.
Sell your current colours on the wall.
Just sell the wall.
Yeah. Just get rid.
Yeah, if I could do that and just replace the wall very easily with a bit of tape, I'd do it.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
Like, how much better would that be?
Yeah, well, f***ing hell, builders thinking. So archaic. Oh, let's put in a constant wall.
Yeah.
God.
And maybe we should start a new venture.
I think we probably should. Like a modular house.
There you go. Yeah. And the final thing I'll just mention is I woke up and I thought Teddy was dead.
No, what? What?
Right.
I mean, right, let's get first things out of the way first. He's not, right?
No, he's not.
Good.
He isn't. He's alive and well. He's eating. He's all good. But my wife was already downstairs having a cuppa. Mm-hmm. And very often, Teddy will let himself into the second bedroom and just sort of chill out there and sleep sometimes. I guess it's his bit of his own space, you know?
Yeah.
I get up, I realise he's not on the bed. And I was like, I'll check and see if he's in the second room. And he was. He was curled up in a little ball on the bed, all snuggled up.
Aww.
Normally when I'm like, hello, Teddy, you know, I'll acknowledge him in some way.
Yeah.
He will respond.
So it pokes the little ears up or, yeah.
And he didn't. He was just there. And I was like, Teddy, hello, waking up. You know, just trying to get something and nothing.
Whoa.
And then I looked at him and I thought, is he even breathing?
God.
Yeah. And then I put my hand on him to see if I could feel he was breathing.
He was stone cold.
He was cold.
Oh, God, I was joking.
And nothing happened.
Oh, fucking hell.
So I was like, oh, shit. I ended up sitting on the bed next to him just to get a closer look at, like, what is going on.
Yeah.
And then he started to move his head, and I think he was in a massively deep sleep.
Right.
And all I was thinking prior to that moment was, I've heard where animals go off away from the pack to just die.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is what he's done.
Fucking hell, that's dark. I mean, either he was in a deep sleep or you've got a magic bum, and through touching the bed with your delicious backside,
Oh, yeah.
you resuscitated him and brought him back from the dead.
Oh, I did. But then I accidentally sat on him. Now he's dead again.
He's also gone. I can't find him. He is a small dog.
My ass itches.
I keep fighting hairballs and kibble for some reason.
God. So yeah, I thought I was in for £1,000 insurance payout.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, you get a payout if your pet dies. So he's gone. So yeah, happy enough. We should maybe just very quickly say we've got a bit of a road trip coming up.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, 6 days from now, we will be driving through to Manchester to watch This Paranormal Life live.
And who are we going with, Ian?
We will be going with you.
Yes.
Me.
Yes. Who else?
There will be Mr. James Coppett of the 14 News podcast.
Oh, yes.
And there will be Paul, Mr. Moonback himself.
Very nice.
Joining us for a massive ride, in the car.
Oh, I'm excited for that.
But just so you know, since I have become a dad, my car etiquette has changed. So if there's so much as a fucking peep from you bastards in the back, I will turn that car around. Don't you dare ask if we're there yet.
Oh.
Don't ask to stop at McDonald's.
So you don't have that fake taxi sticker?
What? You said you were going to put that. Have you already done it?
No, I was hoping you'd done it.
No, God, no. You know, I took one look at that and went, childish.
The irony is it's really not.
Oh, childish behaviour, immature. Because you know I'm a seasoned father now.
A lot of salt and pepper.
To be honest, there is a lot of salt and pepper in me at the moment because I went to a Chinese buffet. I went to Stinky Lotus last night, and I ate 2 helpings of salt and pepper chicken, and they must grab a fucking tablespoon and sprinkle that salt. I do wish it was less salty, but it is still delicious at any rate. And I had to have 2 helpings because it is a buffet.
You know why they do that though, don't you?
To kill off the best customers. I don't know.
To make you get more drinks.
Oh.
Get you thirsty.
Right.
Last time I went there, which was a couple of weeks ago, it was actually really quiet in the restaurant. There was just one other table next to us, which was a couple. This young couple complained.
Really?
Because they got the buffet, yeah. They had like a plate and they said, basically, it's awful. Got up to complain, said, we will pay for it, but just to let you know, we're not coming back because this is terrible. It's gone so downhill. Apparently, there's new management and stuff, blah, blah, blah. But they really weren't happy. And then the owner or the person on shift at the time came to us while we were eating after they left and said, is everything okay? We were like, yeah, we're enjoying it.
Yeah, great food. What are you talking about? See, right, the thing is with people like that, like, I don't know why they felt the need to complain, like, because everything would have happened and played out exactly as it would have done had they not said anything. Because, like, the people in the back aren't going to go, shit, we really need to change every recipe right now because that couple was not happy. The rest of our customers have never complained, but because they did, let's fucking change everything. But they said, we'll still pay and we're never coming back. But they could have still paid and never came back back and not said anything.
Yeah, I get it though, because imagine there was an issue with it and everybody had the mindset you just said of just accepting it.
No,
then
absolutely. If there's a problem, if I find, I don't know, a fucking fork baked into my pie,
that's great.
I'll complain.
Free fork. Oh.
If they just didn't like it, not for any particular reason, then what's the point? I don't go back into Tesco's and say, I bought this sandwich a week ago and I don't like the flavour. I'm never buying it again, because they're going to go, I don't care.
I suppose it was the principle. Like, I see both sides.
The principle.
Yeah, no, but if you've paid good money for food that you've been to numerous times and been really happy, but that particular time you're like, no, this has gone downhill. This is not good. Like, I feel like I need to let them know.
I don't feel like I would need to let them know. I'm sure they are not going to, change their ways. Everybody else is fine. No one else has complained. It's like you've bought a car that you don't like the speakers of anymore. Have you gone back and said to them, oh, I bought this car. My driving experience has gone downhill because I don't like the speakers in it.
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Nonsense.
The lady that I dealt with gave me a follow-up email just to ask how it was, and I was like, loving the car, but the speaker system's crap. And as like a music producer and lover, it kills me on the inside. And she was like, oh! And didn't really know what else to say, but you did ask.
Yeah, that's a fair point. You know what? I shouldn't have asked you really, Jordan, because you are the type of person...
I won't take shit.
I just wouldn't be bothered.
No, that's what they rely on.
Just to let them know for no reason.
Yeah, that's all they hope for. That they get easy customers that'll just bend over and take it.
What? No, right. If I had gone and ordered chicken and been given a boot, that had been dredged up from the bottom of a lake, I'd complain because that's not what I went for. But I went for food. They gave me food. I just didn't like it. I'd have said, oh, it's changed. I don't like it anymore. I'm off. I wouldn't go and tell them, I don't like your food anymore.
Yeah. Well, as I say, I see it from both sides, because if that was the fifth person that day that was like, this is not good, then maybe they would hear about it. But if everyone thought and said, you know what, I'm just not going to say anything, I just won't come back, then they won't change their way.
But they'll start to notice that their business and custom is declining, and then they might go, oh, we might need a rebrand here.
Yeah, but they'll be like, oh, it's probably the climate that everything's in now, people tightening the belts, blah, blah, blah. Not that actually you're serving shit.
But they're not. It's delicious.
Oh, yeah, I enjoyed it. But, just saying.
Okay, right. So we've waffled on for nearly 20 minutes now about Chinese food and...
dogs dying.
Potentially dead dogs, yeah. So we should probably just maybe move on and get to some good stuff here, shall we?
Okay.
Perfect. So, John, wait to tell us what you're going into today, pal.
Short and sweet. We have got some supposedly true deathbed confessions.
Oh, yes. I cannot wait to hear this.
Oh, yeah. Some of them are kind of dark. I felt like maybe it was bonus episode territory, but I don't know. Hey, we'll see. We're coming up towards Christmas, and it'll be all lights and glitter then, so we'll get this kind of darkness in first.
You say that, but I've planned my Christmas content. There ain't no lights and glitter, pal.
All I remember from last Christmas was that German shepherd shitting on the lawn.
Yeah. Don't look at me.
It's a highlight.
That is fucking fantastic.
And with that, what have you got for us?
Well, Jordan, today we're going to be talking about one of the strangest characters in both history and mysticism.
Oh.
It is the Count of Saint Germain. And we'll be asking the good questions. Was he a genius conman, an immortal alchemist, a time traveller, or just a bloke who refused to admit his age?
I guess we'll find out.
Will we? Who knows? Let's see. Okay, so first things first, I have just been schooled in the little break that we took there, and Jordan has informed me that Saint Germain is the very English way of saying it, and Jordan, it is actually...
Saint-Germain.
Which I am not going to say, because, not to be ignorant, but I will mess it up. It's a new word to me, and I will not get it right. I have practiced my script and my reading and only ever heard it pronounced as Saint Germain. So that is what I will be going with.
That's all right. You can be wrong. It's okay.
Fuck yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's okay to be wrong sometimes.
Is, like that stupid customer.
Exactly. I thought it was a dig then. I was about to get the offensive, but no, that's right, yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
So, here's the thing, Jordan. Saint Germain is one of those blokes with so many bizarre rumours attached to him that he became legend. And, naturally, he's ended up enshrined as an ascended master living inside Mount Shasta. So the story begins in the early 1700s. Nobody's entirely sure when or where he was born. Some records suggest around 1710, but others claim much earlier. Either way, he soon appeared in Europe as the mysterious Count of Saint Germain. No one really knows where his actual family name came from, but he moved in aristocratic circles. And you know that saying, jack of all trades, master of none?
Oh yeah, we've spoke about that.
We have indeed. Well, this guy was the opposite of that. He spoke at least a dozen languages fluently. He was a gifted musician. He painted, wrote, and was a skilled chemist and alchemist.
Oh, okay.
So all of this meant, Jordan, that he could charm royalty, compose a sonata, and knock up a health potion all in an afternoon.
Oh, that's quite a skill.
Easy as pie. You know, he's making his breakfast as he's yawning, like, there's a love potion for Mildred down the road. Can't wait for her to get everything she's ever dreamed of. Oh, I'm knackered.
Pause it on the piano instead.
Yeah. I knew I should have got some more sleep last night.
My piano's got a lovely life ahead of it, though.
Yeah. So he became a regular fixture in the courts of Europe, hanging around with Louis XV of France, the British elite, the Habsburgs. He was basically everywhere that mattered, and people found him fascinating and unnerving all at the same time. But Jordan, here's where things go a bit weird. People noticed that Saint Germain didn't seem to age. He looked middle-aged in the 1730s. He looked middle-aged in the 1760s. He was always suspiciously cagey about his past and would subtly drop hints that he'd been alive for centuries.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's weird.
So it's like, Sainty G, how old are you, mate? He's like, oh, I can't tell you that. You know, tapping his nose, wouldn't you like to know? But I have been alive for about 50 centuries. What does that mean? Wouldn't you like to know?
Do you think he was just taking the mick?
Possibly. I mean, if that rumour came around and he was that way inclined, surely you just run with it.
I guess so. Yeah, maybe it would sell him more records.
Possibly, because he was signed to Roadrunner back then, wasn't he? You know, I've done the same. I've run with the fact, you know, once I accidentally messed up a sentence, and ever since then I've just ran with it. Like, I'm pretending that I can't read, you know, because it's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you do it really well.
Yeah,
it's believable.
I've practiced so much.
It almost takes over your life, really.
It does, yeah. I've even had to practice crying about it, you know, like, so after we record and you berate me for it, I can't let you in on the joke, so I have to sit here and cry, curl up in my bed on a ball.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's a good way to live my life, I think. I mean, the other day I read a book, accidentally didn't mess up any lines. I was like, silly me. Didn't practice messing up then. God, sometimes it's a blessing and a curse. So once at a soiree in Paris.
Do you mean soiree?
Yes, okay, right. If we're going full hog on the bad pronunciation, soiree. Countess von Gregory nearly fainted when she saw him as the saint wandered through the doors, because she swore that she'd met a Count of Saint Germain in Venice 50 years earlier. This guy had the same face, the same voice. She assumed that maybe it was a son, but the saint smiled and told her, while tapping his nose probably, no, she wasn't mistaken. It was him.
What?
And she was like, oh, how old are you? And he was like, what would you like to know? I've been alive for 50 centuries.
Yeah, and she's like, yes, that's why I asked.
She's like, oh, back of the hand to the forehead, falls on the floor. So he's like, I didn't do it. I have an elixir that can help her, but I didn't do it. Who are you? I'm the Count of Saint Germain. What? I knew one of you back 100 years ago.
And everyone's like, what is a Saint Germain?
Yeah. Who invited the British guy?
And he's like,
I invited him. So Voltaire, who was an 18th century French writer and philosopher, wasn't exactly a man prone to mysticism, but even he joked about Saint Germain, calling him a man who never dies and knows everything. Casanova, who was an adventurer, writer and notorious charmer, met him and described him both as brilliant and a bit of a fraud, but admitted even he didn't know how old he was. And then there was his eating habits. He reportedly never ate, or at least in public, claiming he lived on some secret elixir that kept him youthful. At dinner parties, he'd sit there politely with a glass while everyone else tucked into their roast food of choice, insisting he had no need for food, all the while producing diamonds and gemstones from his pockets and casually gifting them to the ladies sat at the table.
okay, that's a nice bloke.
So he sat there like, no one's offered me some fucking pheasant. Here, have a diamond.
Yeah, so he doesn't take their food and gives people riches.
Yeah, he sounds like a cool guy.
Yeah.
And you know, if this story's anything to go on, he's still alive. Let's find him and rob him.
Well, no, we just meet him. He'll probably give you a couple of diamonds.
You know what? That's a good point.
Just do a dinner party, invite him, don't give him any food.
You know what? On the 31st October, Halloween, spookiest day of the year. I hope you've got subscribed to the bonus episodes because, live show and that. But
oh yeah,
separately, we will be having tea at my parents' house because it is sleepover day for my child. So, Saint Germain, you are welcome to join us.
And Saint Germain.
And yeah, that guy too. He's like, oh, it's me they're talking about. He's listening to the show. It's like, this Saint Germain guy sounds a lot like me. It sounds like a pretty cool guy.
Can't possibly be me though.
Yeah, no one knows about me. I live in Manchester.
Not with that pronunciation.
Yeah, he probably would turn up just to slap me.
Maybe, yeah.
Which would be fine. He'd slap me one hand, give me a diamond with the other.
Cool. Or slap you with the diamond.
Ooh, sounds painful.
Does. Forever etched into your skin.
I'll take it. So officially, Saint Germain died in 1784 in Germany, while staying with Prince Charles of Hesse-Kassel. Maybe that is pronounced.
Well, it's certainly not Hesse-Kassel.
Hesse-Kassel?
I would have thought Hesse.
Hesse-Kass. Yeah? We going for that?
F*** it, fine.
But there is a burial record, so on paper, that's that. But almost immediately, rumours started to spread that the guy they buried wasn't him at all. Uh-oh. And thereafter, sightings of Saint Germain kept cropping up. In 1785, just a year after his death, he was supposedly seen at a Masonic conference. In the 1790s, during the French Revolution, people swore they saw him just wandering the streets of Paris, still youthful and still unchanged. Others spotted him in Germany in the 1800s, and by the 1820s, he was allegedly turning up in Italy, still looking the exact goddamn same.
Okay.
In the 19th century, Madame de Genlis claimed to have spoken to him in Hamburg, and you guessed it, same man, same face, still middle-aged.
Okay.
So basically, this guy has become a European Where's Wally, except instead of red and white stripes, it's powdered wigs, gemstones, and cryptic remarks about elixirs. So it's one thing for people to gossip about an eccentric nobleman who might have faked his death, but by the 19th century, Saint Germain was being absorbed into esoteric traditions. The Rosicrucians, the Freemasons, and occult groups everywhere were all claiming him as one of their own. And by the time Theosophy rolled around, Helena Blavatsky had no hesitation. Saint Germain, she said, was an ascended master, not just an immortal man, but a spiritual being on a higher plane, working to lift humanity out of ignorance. Clearly it hasn't worked.
Yeah.
Exhibit Ian. I can't even say his fucking name right. So he was linked with alchemy, reincarnation, and divine guidance. Some said he was a literal time traveller. Others said he was a spiritual guide who appeared in different ages to help humanity evolve, and he was retroactively credited with influencing everything from science to politics. So, Jordan, it's the 1930s, and an American mining engineer named Guy Ballard is hiking on Mount Shasta, and according to him, while he was there, he encountered a mysterious man who introduced himself as, you guessed it, Saint Germain.
Okay.
And he actually used that pronunciation this time because he's not in France anymore, he's in California.
Okay,
He's like, hey, I'm Saint Germain, bro.
I'm sure.
Yeah, except this wasn't the 18th century nobleman version. This was super cool skater, punk rocker Saint Germain, the ascended master, glowing with divine energy, casually hanging out on a Californian volcano.
Okay, as you do, yeah.
As you fucking do, mate. Ballard claimed Saint Germain gave him teachings about the I Am presence, meaning the divine spark inside every person, and through meditations, affirmations, and visualizations, people could connect with his presence, overcome limitations, and ascend to higher spiritual states. Ballard went home, wrote about it, and boom! The I Am movement was born. It became one of the first big New Age religious movements in America, attracting thousands of followers, and Mount Shasta was suddenly a spiritual hotspot. Saint Germain wasn't just some eccentric aristocrat anymore. He was a full-on cosmic guru handing out enlightenment from volcanic slopes. The I Am movement blew up in the 1930s and 40s. Followers believed Saint Germain was guiding them personally, delivering messages through Guy Ballard. They also believed Saint Germain had chosen America as the center of spiritual destiny, which is a very convenient thing to hear in the middle of the Great Depression. And, that he's doing it again. He's doing that thing. Oh, I am the mouthpiece of the person who is supposedly divine and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Give us some money.
It's the classic tale.
It is. We spoke about it in Theosophy. We won't rehash it. It's been said. So at one point, this movement got so big that, as we heard last week, the US government actually investigated it for fraud. Ballard died in 1939, but his followers insisted he had simply ascended. The group still exists today, albeit much smaller. But the legend didn't stop with the I Am movement, Jordan. In modern New Age circles, Saint Germain is everywhere. He's considered one of the key ascended masters in multiple spiritual traditions. He's also associated with something called the Violet Flame, which is a spiritual energy that supposedly heals, transmutes negative karma, and raises vibrations. And you can find entire books and websites dedicated to meditations said to invoke this Violet Flame of Saint Germain, right? And I just want to point out that you can't just fucking absorb karma. right? Karma's like some kind of energy, right? It can't just be destroyed or removed. It has to be evened out equally and deliciously.
Okay.
Right? So stop it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, not you, buddy. You're all right.
Oh, thanks. I'll carry on then.
Talking to Guy Bollard or whatever his name.
He's dead now.
So yes, Jordan, people still go to Mount Shasta hoping for an encounter. He's become part of the mountain's permanent mythology alongside Lemurians, UFOs and portals. But Jordan, I just want to know, what do you think?
Okay, there's a lot to unpack there.
Unpack it. Go for it.
So I'm thinking, what are we believing at this point? Are we believing that this guy is still alive, that he's eternal?
That is the myth.
Yeah, well, it's either that or just his name and kind of teachings or beliefs, as it were, lives on.
Yeah. I mean, what could have happened is he did have a son, and the real guy, you know, the dad died, and his son was like, I look exactly like him.
Right.
And maybe one day got mistaken for him, and he was like, yep, that's me.
Right.
And then he disappeared because no one knew where he went after that. So then maybe he moved somewhere else, died. And then it's just like people saw him over like 100 years and was like, oh, he must be eternal.
Right.
And then the name got picked up by all these societies and it's just grown that way.
Or it's a bit like I think we might have said about it earlier, where maybe actually someone who just looked very similar to him got a liken to him,
Yep.
then ran with it.
Yeah, so it's either a family member or a random person
Yeah, exactly.
who got mistaken and just like you say, ran with it and cashed in on it a bit maybe.
Yeah.
Had a bit of fun, played a little trick, and it's just evolved into this thing.
Wow. Imagine if that was the case, though. If someone met San Germain or who they thought it was, and actually it was just Joe Bloggs from Nobodiesville.
It's a Joe Bloguez, actually.
Oh, we'll call him Pierre.
Okay, right, yeah. Pierre Bloguez.
So let's say they meet Pierre, but they're like, oh, you look like that Saint Germain. And Pierre's like, I am.
Oh, it is me. We.
And then because they have that belief that this guy's still around, you know, Pierre now has all the power at his fingertips to change Saint Germain's original beliefs, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like his backstory.
Well, not even just that, but he could say, you know, I've had a reawakening and now this is where we should go.
Right, yeah, so he could change his original teachings or philosophy and take it in any route he wants.
Exactly. And, you know, who's to say that that hasn't happened?
That is very true, and that is the mystery that lies behind the Sandman. We're still talking about Spider-Man.
No, we're not, Ian.
Okay, right, I'm sorry, I'm falling asleep here.
Sorry.
But yeah, there you have it.
Lovely,
The
yeah.
mystery of Saint Germain.
Yeah, very interesting. Not heard of that before, but I enjoyed it.
Never heard of that before, but I know how to pronounce his name correctly.
I've been to France a few times.
And he's everywhere.
He is.
He works in the local Tesco. He works in a bakery on the evening. He's everybody's grandparents. They call him Sanja Gran. Sanja Grandad as well.
Nice.
Sometimes he works at the local tanning beds. They call him Sanja Tan. He works at the local deli. They call him Sanja Spam.
Oh, God, he heard sheep. He's called Sanja Lamb.
He also works in a lot of X-rated movies. He's called Sanja Cram.
Oh, God.
He's a very good drummer. They call him Sanja Flam. He's very good at computers as well. They call him Sanja Ram.
He's a good chef, Sanja Pan.
He stole a lot of money, though, once. They called him Sanja Scam. But he got away with it because he always has a Sanja plan.
Nice.
For breakfast, he likes Sanja Allbran. He washes it down with a Sanja can.
Oh, my tummy hurts. Nice, well done.
Oh, yeah, thank
you
you.
win that round. Oh, I really feel like I want to get another one in, but I don't think I can.
He's got a really long Sanja lifespan. I like him. I'm a Sanja fan.
Nice.
Right, Jordan, I want to hear Deathbed Confessions, bro. Hit me.
I can do that for you. So, Ian, I have 10 deathbed confessions for you that are purportedly true.
Nice.
Okay, starting off with something going a little bit light, and then we'll get to the more maybe slightly sinister or big confessions.
Oh, I'm excited.
So, beginning with number 1. In Ontario in the 1990s, a man confessed to his lifelong best friend as he lay dying of cancer that he had reported him for avoiding compulsory military service during the Vietnam War in the late 60s.
Wow.
Yeah. The confession, of course, destroyed the friendship at the very last moment, and the betrayed man walked out of the hospital room in disgust. So, can you imagine that, right? So, decades of, let's say, our friendship, and then it's just soured at the very end because you realise, you know, one of us said, oh, I reported you to whoever.
Does it say what this guy's penalty for avoiding the military service was?
No.
Did he have to, like, serve jail time or anything like that? Because I think depending on that, I'd probably just go, you know what, mate? It was a long time ago. We were different people back then. Just don't worry about it. I'm not going to walk out on you on your deathbed.
I suppose. Well, it's that or you get the pillow.
Yeah.
Well, you've chosen now. But yeah, that's kind of mean.
Yeah, I don't think I would be able to walk out. I mean, like, say you were on your deathbed, right? And you were like, oh, you know.
Why does it have to be me?
I don't know. Because I'm the one that I'm talking from my perspective.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you what you're going to do. But, you know, so you're laying on your deathbed and you're like, oh, your wife back in the early 40s, you know. I'd be like, you know what, pal? I know. I filmed it. No, I'd be like, it says, you know, water under the bridge.
Right.
I can't leave you on your deathbed because there's no way that this could ever be resolved. Sure, I might be angry, but I can't walk out because it's not as if I can walk back in tomorrow and be like, let's chat this out.
Right.
Because you'll be gone.
Yes, but still, it's not something a friend would do.
No, it's not, you know, but you can be pressurised by governments to do shit like that, you know, and they can make it sound like you're doing the right thing when you're actually just working for them, essentially. So maybe he was just a bit coerced into it in some way.
Oh, I see. So not of his own choice.
Yeah, I mean, not directly, you know, maybe there was some subtle tactics used to make them say, like, if you report on your, I mean, maybe not exactly this, but, you know, it's like, if you report one of your families or friends who have done this, then you'll get some money, you know, and you think, oh, well, you know, I need some money, so he'll never know, so I'll do it. And, you know, it might have been done out of necessity at the time for some reason, or you might have just been coerced a little bit by the people who tell you that they're helping you, and then obviously you think, shit, that was maybe a shit thing to do. At least he confessed.
I suppose. But I mean, poor guy, it probably is what finished him off.
Yeah, that pillow.
It was beginning to feel a bit better at that point. At number 2, in Ohio in 1979, a man named John Smith confessed to his pastor that he'd committed a robbery in the 1960s.
I don't think the carbonara cared, did it really? Oh, bolognese. Once I did a robbery.
Nice. And not just the robbery, but he let his brother Harold take the fall.
Ooh, that's a bit mean, that one.
Yeah, not great. Because Harold had served nearly 20 years in prison.
Wow.
Yeah. The pastor told the family, but by then, John had passed away. Harold eventually won a partial exoneration, but of course, at that point, the damage was pretty much done.
Yeah, I'd say 20 years in prison would do that to you, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing that people often say about the death penalty, isn't it? Is that unless you are 100% sure, if that tiny 0.0001% is wrong, that's horrible.
Yep.
And this feels like a very similar thing.
See, I've never agreed with the death penalty. Ever since I was a kid. And I still have the same views on it today as I did then. Because if somebody did something horrible, right, if you kill them...
There's no suffering.
Yeah, afterwards they're not going to be like, well, I sure regret that now. You know, I would prefer them to be in a situation where they feel the suffering for what they've done.
Yes, absolutely. And I feel like living in not so lovely environments for the next however many decades is going to be more suffering for them.
Yes. And I mean, people I know often bring up, like, well, prisons these days, you know, they're like holiday camps. You don't go there and you don't suffer.
Yeah.
You get a TV, you get a nice bed, 3 square meals a day. But to be in a prison with lots of other dangerous people, I don't think that's going to be a very nice feeling.
Yes.
You're not going to wake up every morning and be like, can't wait to greet the day, you know, because you're going to walk out and get knuckle dusters to the face.
Yeah, exactly. There was something I remember reading about a guy who did a little bit of prison time because he never paid his TV license, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
And he did, I mean, it wasn't very long, but he ended up doing some time in prison where he could watch TV without paying for his license.
How ironic.
Fucking stupid.
That is incredibly...
Anyway, number three. In Kentucky in the 1950s, local farmer Carl Pruitt told his wife on his deathbed that a quote-unquote small fortune was buried in jars under the oak tree in their yard. After he died, the family dug up the spot but found nothing. Some neighbours said that he'd probably just made it up to mess with them, while others believed someone else had already taken it. However, to this day, the family insists the jars are still somewhere on the land.
Are they still digging?
Maybe. But yeah, that's kind of a weird thought. The idea that someone could say something just utterly bollocks on their deathbed and it's taken as read.
We've spoken about this before, doing one last joke and
Yeah.
saying something
Yeah.
on your deathbed, like it's a really cryptic thing. But like again, with the whole death penalty thing, you're not going to be there afterwards to laugh at it, to watch them dig, and you're going, there's nothing there, idiots.
Yeah.
You're just going to go, blah, and die. I mean, maybe it wasn't altogether there at the end.
That's a very good point. Yeah, possibly.
Maybe it was hallucinating, dreaming, something like that. Maybe all his synapses were firing at once.
That's a very interesting take. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, and you'd never know.
You never know.
Interesting. Well, that renders all of these pointless then, doesn't it, Ian? Thank you very much.
You're welcome. That's their revenge for Zanja Gran or whatever you said. Zanja Man. Correct my pronunciation.
Yeah. In this case, it'd be Zanja Madman. Number 4. In 1999, an English woman named Florence Cowell told her son Michael, who was then in his 50s, that his biological father wasn't the man who raised him.
It was a bike.
It was Zanja No. It was actually a US soldier stationed in Britain during the war.
Oh.
She'd never told him because the stigma of illegitimacy in the 40s. Michael later tracked down this American relative and found siblings that he never knew existed.
Wow.
And his life story flipped then overnight.
Oh, happy?
I don't know. I mean, it's sort of 50 years of a lie, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, once you find out you got all this extra family, would you then be like, I understand why my mum did it, and now I've got all these cool people?
Because they're ugly.
Yeah. Oh,
I
God.
don't know what she didn't tell me.
I regret everything.
I don't know. That would be a weird one.
Absolutely, yeah. I'd fucking hate to hear something like that, to be honest.
Well, Ian, your mum and dad were telling me the other day.
I thought you were going to tell me you were my dad then.
I'm immortal.
St. Jordan, Maine?
Yeah, that works. Number 5, hospice nurse Maggie Callanan, who worked in Virginia and wrote about end-of-life care, recorded dozens of confessions. One of the most shocking came from a woman in her 70s who told her husband of 40 years, "I never loved you."
Oh, mate.
Yeah. "I only married you because I was pregnant and I hated every year of it."
Wow.
Yeah. The man was reportedly shattered and, of course, left speechless. The family argued about whether to remember her last words or the decades of shared life.
Well, clearly they went with the last words.
No, but as a family, what do you actually think about anymore of your late mother? That's, yeah, what a weird thought.
That would be shattering.
Really horrible, bitter thing to say.
Can you imagine, loving someone with all your heart and thinking you've had this perfect life, and on their deathbed you find out that for the last 40 years you have not been loved?
Just a lie.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
That is awful. That's why I ask my wife daily.
Oh, yeah.
Because she never says it off her own back,
Yeah.
Just have to make sure.
Just through gritted teeth, though, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah. But she says that shows double love. If you can't hold it back, and you've got to grit your teeth while you say it.
Oh, yeah. It's like when you hug something cute, you kill it.
Yeah, or you open a bottle of Coke and it fizzes. It just can't wait to get out the bottle. It's so volatile.
Yes.
It's so
Keep thinking that.
So much energy. Love you.
Yeah.
Sometimes she adds a dickhead at the end, and I'm thinking, that
Just to downplay it.
She just must be thinking about what she wants to touch later.
Yeah. You just keep thinking on that vein.
She definitely loves me. Yeah.
Number 6. Between the 1940s and 70s, Spain had a program where infants of undesirable families, for example, political prisoners, single mothers, or even the poor, were secretly given to wealthier Catholic families, which is horrible.
Yeah.
A nurse in Barcelona, identified only as Sister Maria, admitted on her deathbed in the 80s that she had secretly swapped many, many babies.
Wow. What for? Pokemon cards?
Saint-Germain's secrets. Families later connected the confessions to a network of stolen children, with thousands of cases uncovered in the 2010s. Children who'd grown up in wealthy homes discovered in adulthood that their biological families had been searching for them for decades.
Wow. Wait, so sorry, let me get things straight.
Yeah.
Did she swap these children out to give them better lives, or
I think so.
or just for funsies? Like,
I think it was for trying to do the greater good, I assume, is probably how she was thinking of this, but it's a horrible thing to do.
so did she swap the children out with children from the wealthy families? So the people who got their child, these wealthy families who got their child, wasn't actually getting the child they'd birthed.
I assume so. And they were giving the children that is from the less wealthy or polar opposite family lifestyle to the wealthy.
But
it doesn't really make sense, because then the wealthy birthed child
it's still getting
feels the opposite life.
There's still a child getting a wealthy life, and there's still a child getting an opposite life.
Yeah. So maybe in the end it was just for some Pokemon cards.
Possibly. If in doubt, always go with your first instinct.
Yeah, Sandra Batman cards. Number 7. Dwayne Weber, a World War II veteran and career criminal, told his wife Jo in 1995, as he was dying of kidney disease, "I'm Dan Cooper."
Oh, is he? Of course he is.
Oh, yes. Jo asked who that was, and he said,
"It's me, idiot. I just said."
He said, "The man they're looking for." And this is, of course, reference to the infamous D.B. Cooper that we've spoken about before.
Yep.
After his death, she searched his belongings and found a Northwest Airlines ticket and notes in the margins of D.B. Cooper's books. The FBI investigated, but it was never proved that he was indeed the hijacker. Jo Weber died, still convinced her husband had been the man who parachuted from Flight 305 in 1971 with $200,000.
Wowzers. I dare say there must have been some internet deep dives into this story.
Oh, probably. Not from me.
I was going to say, have you any idea what any of them concluded?
I just wanted to give you a bit of juicy gossip.
Righto, thanks for that.
Do what you will of that info.
Did you hear the Saint Germain rip-off of that Eminem song?
Oh, God.
He called it Saint Justin.
For fuck's sake. Nice. Thanks. What about the French cryptid, the Sanja Frogman?
That's not French.
Well, they do eat them.
That's Ohio.
Okay, fine.
That's Loveland. It's Loveland in Ohio. I don't know. It's Loveland Frogman.
What are some French cryptids?
I do believe there's a giant werewolf that plagued a city.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't rhyme with man, though, so...
It doesn't, no.
Moments passed. I'll move on.
Okay, right.
Number 8, we have Antonio Meucci, an Italian immigrant in Staten Island, New York, had been battling poverty and poor health. This was during the time Alexander Graham Bell patented the telephone in 1876. Meucci sued, insisting he'd invented it first. On his deathbed in 1889, he ranted to his wife Esther that Bell had stolen his life's work. His family insisted he left behind documents showing his precedence, but Bell's name stuck. However, in 2002, the US Congress finally passed a resolution recognizing Meucci's pioneering work. So there's maybe a bit of truth behind that.
Yeah, I think this is a case of one of those things where, I think there's been a few other things through history, I can't quite recall off the top of my head, where two people have invented something at the same time.
Oh, okay.
But it's just who gets to the patent office first.
Yeah.
And, claims it.
And therefore it just becomes theirs, yeah.
And they're the one who gets the recognition.
Right, okay. Whereas in France, the guy who patented the stereo was Sanja Walkman. He got there first.
He did. He was right at that patent office, opening hours. He was banging on the door, let me in.
Yeah.
I got shit to pat on.
And the very, very early walkie-talkies was patented, I heard, by Sanja Tin Can.
With a little bit of string in the middle.
Yeah. That's just what I heard.
Yeah, that's good.
And number 9, Donald Gaskins, known as Pee-wee, not sure why.
Tiny dick.
Was from South Carolina. He was already known as the meanest man in America.
Oh, yeah, he's got something to prove. Tiny dick.
Yeah.
Lives it up, lives it large.
Yes, exactly. He was on death row for multiple murders.
Probably because someone's laughed at his tiny dick.
Possibly, yeah, or many people by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
It's just a whole group of them laughing, pointing.
They all surrounded him in the cubicle at the toilet. Pee-wee, pee-wee.
In 1991, moments before his execution, he admitted to killing far more people than the courts knew about. Over 100 other people. He described bodies buried across South Carolina, including one under his own house.
Ew.
Authorities did confirm extra remains after his confession, though nowhere near the numbers he bragged.
Yeah, he's just compensated.
I guess so, maybe. It's just one last, FU, isn't it?
Yeah.
Before he goes.
Yeah, well, me and this 2-inch dick killed 8 million people, so what do you think about that?
Sanja...
Go on, let it come. Even with a 2-inch dick, he was still always able to have a Sanja orgasm.
You have to say it like orgasm.
Exactly, yeah. That's the way it works. Sanja orgasm.
In any case, he was a Sanja dead man.
He had a tiny Sanja organ.
And at number 10, James Maybrick, who was a wealthy cotton merchant in Liverpool, died in 1889 after his wife was convicted of poisoning him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. In 1992, a diary surfaced, supposedly written by Maybrick, where he confessed to being Jack the Ripper.
Oh, the big dog.
Yeah.
The big knobhead himself.
Not little like that Pee-wee guy.
Yeah, not Pee-wee size little Willy.
The diary's authenticity is heavily disputed, but the story goes that on his deathbed, he admitted to a family friend that he had a terrible darkness, and he had done unspeakable things in Whitechapel.
Oh.
Yeah. His descendants denied it, but the diary remains controversial.
So did he outright say, I was the Ripper? Or did he just say, I did some shit in Whitechapel?
No. He said, I've done some shit in Whitechapel, and that he's got a very dark past. But he didn't say out loud that he was Jack the Ripper, but a diary surfaced which seemed like his handwriting, where it was said he was Jack the Ripper.
Right, okay, so it was outright stated by him, or seemingly so,
Supposedly.
in a diary that he was here, okay.
Exactly.
So I was thinking, mate, like, Whitechapel's a big place.
Yeah, and it's on the Monopoly board.
Exactly, yeah, he could have just stolen an apple, and felt really, really guilty about it.
He could have done, but I dare say probably not.
What he actually meant to say was, he's just bad at spelling. He actually said he was Jack the Tipper. And he was like, I once stole an apple. I felt so bad that every time I went into that greengrocer's, I tipped them an obscene amount.
Yeah, and he used that word obscene, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
He was just losing consciousness a little bit.
Yep, and then, people took one look at that. It's like, oh, Jack the Ripper, obscene, Whitechapel, oh, God, it must be him.
And that's it. So actually, he's just misunderstood.
Precisely.
No, poor guy.
Someone get this guy a shrine.
Poor bugger. So there you go, Ian. That is some supposedly true deathbed confessions.
I loved it.
Good.
All manner of horrors in there, Jordan. Thank you very much for sharing that with us.
You're very welcome. I hope you're enjoying your morning.
I am. You know what? I'm going to go to bed after this.
Nice.
Have a little nap.
I was hoping you would.
I'm sick of you talking to me. I'm going to have a little Sanja lie down.
Should we move on because people might have short Sanja attention span?
Not me and my Sanja clan. Except for my mum. And I'm going to name her for the first time on the podcast. Her name is Sanja Fran.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Lovely.
My dad, though, Sanja Dan.
Was he ever a Sanja businessman?
He was, no. He was a Sanja.
A Sanja caravan?
He was a Sanja absent father.
Oh, right.
All right.
Okay. Oh, yes, moving on.
Just. So with that, Jordan, does that about bring us around to the end of today's episode?
I think it does.
Nice one. Thank you for tuning into today's episode of Two Guys What's Up. Don't forget to follow the show wherever you listen to us so you don't miss another episode, and maybe even tell a friend. Tell your friend, who maybe is Sanja woman or a Sanja man, that they can listen to a podcast that is crap.
It's true.
And that is not ours, because ours is Sanja Top Span. Yeah.
If you'd like to get in touch with us, our Linktree link is in the bio of this episode, which you can click on and be jetted off to every link you will ever need for all your Two Guys What's Up essentials. Want to get your own Two Guys What's Up t-shirt? Click the link.
Want to tell us your own, maybe not deathbed, but confessions? Click the link.
Want to create your own Sanjaman puns? Click the link.
And when you click that link, it will blast you off to Patreon, the home of all your Two Guys What's Up extra essentials, including shoutouts, t-shirts, aliens and wackers mugs. If you really can't get enough of our fantastic tales and punny voices, well then now you can get more of each because there are currently 28 episodes, all of the bonus variety, just sat up there that come out on the last Friday of every single month, just waiting for your ears to go and gobble up all that extra audio goodness. And all that is available right now, starting with the bonus episodes, for just £3 a month.
What a bargain. So if you want to help support the show and get some cool stuff while you do so, then head over to patreon.com/2guyswhatsup to check out all the goodies over there. The link will be down below for your clicking pleasure.
But if you can't do that but you still like to help us out, then a 5-star rating and review in your podcast app of choice would be the best and freest way to do that for us, and we would be eternally grateful.
Yes, we would. Trying to think of a pun.
But on that note, thanks for listening. Y'all have an amazing week, and we will see you next Monday. Bye.
While you was talking about all of that as well,
yeah.
I was slightly distracted because James was messaging us, asking us, where are we going on Wednesday? I forgot.
Oh, James, you silly pumpkin.
Don't tell him that. He'll be thinking we're going pumpkin picking.
When is this due out? Like 2 weeks in it.
Yeah.
I was going to tell him now so that he could hear it, but I suppose we better message him back. Love you, James.
Number 8, we have Antonio Meucci, an Italian immigrant in Staten Island, New York, had been battling poverty and poor health. This was during the time Alexander... I'm going to just start the whole thing again.
I know that feeling, bro.